G'day cocktail lovers, how are you? I hope you're keeping well. I'm going to do a little experiment today. I know I tend to do little experiments quite often. This is actually, compared to my other little experiments, this is somewhat of a big experiment. And believe it or not, I'm experimenting with some non-alcoholic concoctions. I have some friends who don't drink alcohol, and I felt slightly guilty because I'm always talking about cocktails. So you can get a good drink that's non-alcoholic, and it doesn't have to be like a boring bog standard mocktail. And I thought, well, the milk punches I make, the clarified milk cocktails, a lot of them have base ingredients that aren't alcoholic. So why not make one that isn't alcoholic? So I made one for a friend. A lot of the traditional milk punch recipes have tea in them. So I made a tea-based milk punch. It was just tea and fruit juices, essentially. And it was really good. And it had that great silky mouthfeel that you get when the whey is added to the drink as part of the clarification process. So it was a special, different drink. And I like that. And I thought, hey, if you can do it with tea, you could do it with coffee. See, I don't like coffee. I never have. In the city I live in, Melbourne, it's like coffee wanker heaven, and you're supposed to like coffee, and I don't. I really don't. And I've tried a whole bunch of variations, you know, including the Starbucks types ones that people say aren't coffee, you know, vanilla, caramel, frappuccino, and I don't like that coffee taste. I don't even like coffee flavored chocolate. It's just the coffee flavor. But I haven't tried coffee for a while. And as I've been getting more into cocktails, I've developed somewhat more of a taste for bitter drinks. Still can't really come at Campari at all. But I thought, well, maybe I'm slightly more amenable to coffee these days. And what if I milk clarify coffee? That process takes the hard edges off drinks. It might turn it into something I like. So I'm going to do an experiment with a non-alcoholic clarified coffee. Purely as an experiment. If this works, I probably will make a cocktail with it. If this turns into something I find palatable, I will make a cocktail. I didn't want to waste any of my booze, basically, making something that I found undrinkable. So I'm going to experiment. I just randomly got this. There's nothing in particular. Turns out this is Japanese. Iced long black flash brew, brewed hot, chilled fast, #1 in Japan. From Suntory, very famous whiskey maker. I assume it's the same company in Japan. So I'm going to use this as the base, and coffee is acidic enough that it might actually curdle the milk on its own. To be sure, I am actually going to add some lemon juice. I'm going to wuss out a bit and put some sugar syrup in too, but yeah, you put sugar in coffee, so it's not that big a stretch. But that's all that's going to be in it. This coffee, some lemon juice, and some sugar syrup. Add it to milk, curdle, do the clarification process, see what comes out. I'm interested, A, in what color it will be, because this is going to be very black, and B, what it will taste like. I suppose I could test just with the straight coffee out of the can, see if I've developed any sort of a taste for it. Oh my god, it certainly smells like coffee. Dirt. I don't like it. Just a little sip. Oh, I do not like it. Oh, I do not like it, Sam, I am. Oh, I do not like coffee in a can. Oh my god, that's so gross. Oh, it's like in an ashtray. Exactly as I remember coffee. Don't tell me this is bad coffee. That's every coffee to me. I just do not like it. Okay, experiment time. So, I'm going to do about half this can in this. So that's going to be 4 ounces, 120 mils of this black. Oh my god, it tastes so gross. This bitterness is just staying on my tongue. Ugh. I've got a pina colada clarified I made earlier. I'm going to rinse my palate with that after I make this. Oh, I really don't like it. So, 4 ounces of the coffee. I'm going to put 1 ounce of lemon juice in there as well. And I've added about 3/4 of an ounce of sugar syrup that I've made myself. Just going to stir to make sure the sugar syrup is blended in. Ugh, beastly concoction. And now I'm just adding it to, it's about 1.5 ounces of milk. If you're making one of these, a milk punch, clarified milk drink, the drink to milk ratio should be about 4:1. So I just pour this in here. Yep, and that's curdled straight away, which is what we want. And we'll just give it a little stir. Now, I'm going to leave that boil, not for very long, for 15 or 20 minutes because it's already curdling. Then I'm going to filter it, and that's really simple. I'm just pouring it through a coffee filter. If you've never watched one of the videos where I do milk clarification before, it's a pretty simple process. Coffee filter paper in a funnel, pour it through probably more than once, because although you're putting it through coffee filter paper, the curds are actually doing the hard work of the clarification, and they may not have all settled first time around. So I often run the drinks through at least twice to fully clarify them. So I will come back when that's done and show you what this has turned into. Here we are, filtering has happened, and you can see it's had quite a dramatic effect, which I expected. It's gone from being black coffee, to a really quite attractive yellow amber color. So maybe the taste has moved to something that I find appealing. I'll be honest, I'm not really optimistic about that. So you get to see me taste the experiment live on camera, and okay, just initially I was really worried. I was about to say, oh no, that tastes like, it still tastes like it's gone through a whole bunch of tastes in my mouth. It is very acidic. I mean, it's still got that really smoky taste. It's like reminding me of mezcal. It's like an ashtray, but not altogether unpleasant. You know what? I think I can make this work. I am definitely going to make a cocktail, a clarified coffee cocktail. Let's get on to that. Now let's get to it. Since I've turned coffee into something that I find at least mildly palatable, combine it with a few things and make a drink that I hopefully find very palatable. One of the popular drinks at the moment that I can never enjoy because I don't like coffee is an espresso martini. I'm going to do a riff on it. Normally an espresso martini is quite creamy, but because I've made this clarified drink, I want to maintain that whole clarified look. So I'm going to do a bit of a riff on that. So I'm just going to do equal parts of my coffee concoction and white creme de cacao and vodka to make a chocolate coffee espresso, or a mocha espresso, I guess. So I'm going to do 1 ounce of my clarified coffee. Oh, did you see how much mess I made then? Yikes, I'll have to clean that up in a bit. Also adding 1 ounce of white creme de cacao, and also, there we go, 1 ounce of my vodka from my alien head. It's only the bottle that's green, the vodka is clear. So when I stir this drink, it should have a nice clarity, be very visual appealing, and hopefully it will taste good as well. Stirring this for about 10 seconds, just to make sure everything's nice and chilled. And straining into a martini glass. And it has maintained that nice clarity. It's just a very light yellow now. And the final taste test. Have I created a coffee drink that I actually enjoy drinking? Oh, I say yes. I say 2 thumbs up yes. Well, suddenly horizons are open to me. All these popular drinks that have coffee in them that I've never bothered to make because I don't like coffee. Now if I go through the clarifying process, I'm much more amenable to it. So a Mocha Martini, first off the rank. I think you can look forward to me doing a Black Russian or a White Russian, more likely, simply because of the clarifying process is going to result in a drink that's not black. Oh, it's going to be a whole new thing, somewhere between a Black Russian and a White Russian, an Amber Russian perhaps. But this little experiment has been a winner. So I'm going to have to tell my friends who don't drink alcohol how to make a really nice toned down coffee beverage that would mix quite well with a few other things. But yeah, for cocktail makers, I've found an ingredient I really quite enjoy. Clarified Coffee Chocolate Martini. Cheers.